Hi, my name is Clare Holte and I am one of the program managers here at Gibbs Farm. Today, as part of our virtual apple festival, we are going to make some cider. Pressing apples and fermenting the juice into alcoholic or hard cider is a way to preserve the apple harvest long into the winter. You can also make vinegar, can, dry, or pickle apples. And the other great thing about apples is that if they're stored at the right temperature, which is about 30 to 35 degrees in a humid environment, like a root cellar, they can last many months, even all the way to the spring. Pioneers like the Gibbs family would have preserved their apple harvest, and it would have added a lot of variety and vitamin C to their winter diet. Our first step is going to be to pick some apples. So you're here in the Gibbs Farm Heritage Orchard. We know that the Gibbs family had a small orchard of apple and pear trees, and today our orchard has about 30 varieties. These varieties are all cold hardy, which means they can withstand the very cold temperature of Minnesota. In this orchard, the apples ripen at different times. So we pick some at the end of August, and we are going to keep picking all through September. Good cider is picking a variety of apples. So we want to pick some sweet, some tart, and some aromatic apples. So I'm going to pick a variety from our orchard, and the first one is a Wolf River apple. These are very large, so it's going to be great for our process. We're also going to pick some Haraldsons, which are my favorite apple. We are also going to pick some Melinda apples, which are very sweet. We're also going to pick some chestnut crabs. This is our cider press. It's going to help us with two of the main parts of the cider making process, grinding and pressing. Our cider press has a wooden drum with metal teeth in it, and this can completely pulverize an apple, which means we don't have to waste any time slicing, peeling, or coring these apples. Pioneers like the Gibbs making cider for their family probably wouldn't have had a whole cider press. They could have used a meat grinder or something similar to grind the apples first. All right, let's give it a try. So we're going to put the apple into the grinding basket right here, and we're going to turn the wheel. There we go. And the apples are going, the ground apples are going to drop right into this mash bag. As the apples are ground into a pulp, they fall into this. We have a mesh bag lining ours. Our pioneers probably would have used some sort of cloth, maybe a flour sack for this part. Now that we've ground all of our apples into a pulp, it is time for the next step, which is pressing. So our cider press has both a grinder and a screw press. So I am going to put this top onto the mesh bag, and we'll get to pressing. All right, as I turn this handle, it's going to put pressure onto our apple pulp, and it is going to start to squeeze out the juice. Here we have our final product, which is raw, unfiltered apple cider. Now this cider has lots of sugar and then also natural yeast from the apple skins, which is the perfect combination for fermentation. So this apple juice is going to start fermenting pretty quickly if left at room temperature. So even after a couple days, you're going to notice it starts to get a little carbonated and fizzy. And if left longer, it's going to start to become alcoholic. Now, raw unfiltered apple cider is also a great place for bacteria to grow. Some of it which is good for you, and then some which is harmful, like E. coli. So most commercial apple ciders are pasteurized by heating them up and also filtered. All right, so today we're gonna try what we made, and I'm pretty excited. Cheers. It's really good.